Well, even as Pakistani security forces continue to try to disperse the protests in Islamabad, the situation has now gone from bad to worse. Pakistan's Army Chief has now called on the country's Prime Minister to handle the protests peacefully. The Pakistan Army Chief, Bajwa, and Prime Minister Shahid Abbasi will also meet to discuss the situation in Islamabad. Reports say the protesters are now demanding the resignation of the central government. Now, while the army has been asked to step in, Army personnel say they will engage with the protesters. In fact, more than 8,000 security personnel were deployed on Saturday morning at Pakistan's Islamabad interchange to disperse the protesters. But the protest took an ugly turn and soon even turned violent. Security forces fired rubber bullets and tear gas while the protesters retaliated with stones. More than 200 were hurt in the protests overall.
इस वक्त तक हमारे पास 150 ज़ख्मी आ चुके हैं, जिनमें से 57 ज़ख्मी जो हैं वो पुलिस के हैं, 44 ज़ख्मी जो है वो एफसी के हैं और 49 ज़ख्मी जो हैं वो सिविलियन हैं। तमाम जितने भी ज़ख्मी लाए गए उसमें शदीद ज़ख्मी कोई भी नहीं है। उनमें जो भी आ रहे हैं वो ज़्यादातर कोई पत्थरों के या लाठियों के ज़ख्म हैं। किसी किस्म का कोई शदीद ज़ख्म नहीं है। सुबह से अब तक 2 ज़ख्मी जो हैं वो लाए गए थे, उनको जो रबर बुलेट्स के उनके ज़ख्म थे और वो रबर बुलेट्स जो हैं वो भी सुपरफिशियली उनको हिट करके निकल गई हुई थी। कोई ऐसा नहीं था कि डीप कोई पेनिट्रेशन नहीं हुई है।
The protests have now spread to Lahore, Karachi, Rawalpindi as well. Reports say social media sites have also been blocked in the country. Well, with the protests turning violent in Pakistan, the government has also cracked down on TV news channels and social networking sites like Facebook as well. The protests continue to be violent in the area. The government ordered a blackout of Pakistani media channels, and many of the social media sites were blocked. The protesters turned violent on Saturday after they refused to leave from the Islamabad interchange. Protesters have asked for the law minister's resignation since the last 20 days over an amendment made to the electoral oath which omitted the Prophet's name. The government has said the amendment was a clerical error and that it has now been corrected. But the protesters still want the law minister to resign.